Morning, folks. How you doing? Okay, so a few changes here on the boat. As you can see, sort of going down the center here. Well, there's no console anymore, as we talked about, and the floor is now in. So what I wanted to focus on today was basically talking about how to rivet down a floor. So I'm going to bring you up really nice and close here, and let me zoom you in there. So, I don't know if you can see those, but basically the rivets along the side here are obviously riveted right into the ribs of the boat. And what I do, there's two sort of trains of thought here. One is that you need to you can countersink them, or you can leave them flush and put your vinyl over top of your carpet or whatever you're doing. My preference is to just slightly countersink them. And what I do is I use my drill bit, which I don't know if I have out anymore, but let's grab one here. Just use a drill bit, basically, that's just the size of the head of the rivet, and I just lightly put it. If I go too much, like the one back here, I go a little bit too deep, so either I decide to fill it if it's really too deep, or just leave it as it is. My preference is just to go down a little bit and make it below the surface, just less bumpy, I guess. Typically when you rivet it in, of course, it will tend to draw the wood down if it's up at all, which is a nice feature, so it makes it nice and tight. And this floor is rock solid now, especially with the 3/4 ply. The other thing is some boat manufacturers like to put the rivets on top of the vinyl and through the vinyl. It really comes down to our personal preference. My preference is to put them below, because if I'm ripping up the vinyl, at that point it's probably time for a new deck anyway. It's just my preference. I don't like to put stuff through the vinyl. I'd rather create like a bathtub effect in here, so any water that hits it is just going straight down and into the bilge. Less things that I have to drill through the floor, the better. And anything I do drill through the floor, of course, I usually use 4200, 3M 4200. So just to sort of summarize there, a quickie update here is when you rivet the floor down, your choice. You can either countersink them a bit, or you can leave them flush at the top. You can put the rivets through the floor. It's up to you. It really is a personal preference. Mine is to, well, as you can see, the way it is. And yeah, that's basically it. So have a great week, and till next time.